where the news comes first. This is KCRA3 News at 6.
A longer school year in Sacramento? Parents, students, it could happen, and wait until you hear why. Coming up.
Plus, some Placer County residents are pushing back against a rezoning proposal. Why they say housing should not be built where it's planned.
And preparing for liftoff, the UC Davis alum that's heading to space in just a matter of minutes now.
Good morning. It is 6 a.m. I'm Deirdre Fitzpatrick.
I know we're going to try and check in on that launch too as soon as it happens. So stand by. I think it's supposed to happen right before the bottom of the hour.
Okay, well.
So if you have nowhere to go, just hang out with us. I'm Mike Cherry in for Teo.
And I'm Deirdre Fitzpatrick. It is 6 a.m. Let's go ahead and go over to KCRA3 meteorologist Tamara Berg.
Yeah, because you're not doing other things around the house right now.
You don't have anything else to do.
Spend the whole hour with us. Right now, a live look outside. We've got clear conditions here coming across downtown Sacramento. It is going to be another comfortable morning. I don't want to lure you that direction because you want to stay at the TV, right? But if you do have to get outside and get the day started, take the dog for a walk. I know you've got the routine. Grab a jacket or a layer to get by for the next couple of hours. We'll have increasing clouds late in the day, but still a really nice afternoon to get outside. Satellite view shows off just those clear skies in the valley. A few patches of some high clouds here across the coast, and then you can also see some thicker clouds there along kind of the spine of the Sierra and also down the eastern side of the Sierra this morning. Not much in the way of a breeze. Our winds are pretty light up and down the valley floor coming up out of the southwest. We have temperatures upper 40s to low 50s right now to the mid 40s currently in Auburn and around Placerville. Your valley forecast today mostly sunny with a high of 72 degrees in areas like Stockton, Modesto, and Sacramento. In the foothills, we're looking at mid to upper 60s, and for the Sierra, watch for those increasing clouds, but a dry day today with highs in the mid 50s. That's a look at your forecast. I'll send it over to Brian now with a look at your roadways.
Tamara, we still have some slow traffic if you're heading out onto the causeway right now from West Sacramento. This is what it looks like through West Capitol Avenue, and you can see there traffic moving slowly on that stretch. And as we look back in the other direction towards Sacramento, you can see all the way out through Enterprise. It continues to be slow there. There's no incidents reported. Speeds around 20 miles per hour, and right around the time you get to Childs, you speed back up. So I suspect this is construction related, and hopefully will clear out soon. Taking a look at the rest of Sacramento right now, Highway 50 coming in from Folsom, Rancho Cordova area, no delays there. 80, no issues as you make your way in from Roseville and Rockland and Lincoln. I-5 looking good, and 99, no problems from Elk Grove into downtown. You see a lot of green on the map. That is a good sign that we are running at the speed limit, and the same story through Stockton. Travel times are looking great across the area. 10-minute ride out of Highway 50, Rancho Cordova, Interstate 80 down to 9 minutes from Roseville to the Split, and 5 and 99 we're sitting at 11 minutes out of Elk Grove. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Brian. Parents and students in the Sacramento Unified School District will want to stop and listen to this.
And that's because school leaders are voting tonight on a proposal to extend the school year to avoid nearly $40 million in penalties for the teacher strike 2 years ago. KCRA3's Mike DeSalle is joining us now outside the school district headquarters with how this could impact the parents and the students.
Yeah, and we're live outside the Cerna Center because that is where this school board meeting will be taking place starting tonight. And take a look, because this issue all revolves around that teachers strike back in the spring of 2022. During that strike, all of the students in the district lost time in the classroom, but some of the students in the older grades, the district says, lost as many as, get this, 2,928 minutes of class time. And because of that, according to an agenda report, the district facing $39 million in a penalty from the state for that missed instructional time. So what the board is voting on tonight is a waiver to avoid that financial penalty. In exchange for the waiver of the penalty, the board and the teachers union have agreed to add 8 school days for the next 2 school years. And that longer school year would begin with this upcoming 2024-2025 school year, a school year where the first day of school is currently set for August 29th. And again, all of this has to do with that lost instructional time because of that teachers strike. The meeting currently set to begin here at 6:30 tonight. Live outside the Cerna Center here in Sacramento, Mike DeSalle, KCRA3 News.
All right, Mike, thank you so much for that live report. It's also worth noting the waiver request would not make up lost instruction time for those who graduated last year or are graduating this year.
We have been closely watching the lone California proposition on the primary ballot, and the Associated Press has now called it. The AP is projecting Proposition 1 will pass. The proposition is expected to overhaul California's mental health care system. It includes $6.4 billion as a bond measure, and it's been very close. 97% of the ballots are counted, and the yes votes are at about 30,000 votes ahead. Governor Gavin Newsom is celebrating the win, saying this is a huge victory for doing things radically different when it comes to tackling homelessness, the biggest change California has seen in decades.
A California affordable housing law is putting a community at odds in Placer County. Officials are trying to rezone parts of the rural Dry Creek area to meet requirements, but community members say they've been blindsided. 4 properties would be rezoned, and that would allow developers to build between 20 and 30 affordable units per acre. Some residents there say they simply do not have the infrastructure. Now, at a community meeting just last night, people asked for an extension and for the county to reconsider.
There's no bus routes here, there's no street lights, there's no sidewalks here. We're not against multifamily homes, we're not against low-income homes. We just want them put in the right places.
The planning director says the county and state still have to approve the plan and is reminding residents this is a zoning change, not a building application. The state is still reviewing the plan, and the Placer County Board of Supervisors will decide it in May.
Citrus Heights police arrested a man that they say robbed 3 businesses all within 3 hours. The first robbery happened just before 8 o'clock yesterday morning at a fast food restaurant on Greenback Lane. The second at around 10:45 at a fast food restaurant on Madison. And then the third one was at around 11:20 at a convenience store on Sunrise. In each of those cases, the suspect used what looked like it was a gun, demanded cash, and then ran. Police were able to ID the suspect's vehicle, and eventually they did track it down to a Roseville shopping center. Police say they found a replica firearm in the car and some items that had been stolen from those businesses. Brian Keating is now facing felony robbery charges. Now a reminder about the danger of wildfires in this area. The Sierra County Sheriff's Office says that a resident sparked a 3-acre fire with ashes that they were trying to get rid of. The fire started yesterday in Camp Yuba, which is north of Downeyville. It's right along Highway 49. Sheriff's Office shared some images with KCRA3. Members of several fire departments responded quickly, and they were able to control it. But some utility poles got destroyed, and that cut the phone service for people in nearby Sierra City. There are some things you could be doing right now to get your house ready ahead of wildfire season.
KCRA3's Melanie Wingo joins us now from the KCRA3 newsroom with more on this.
Well, CAL FIRE is marking the start of spring with a big reminder for Californians. The agency is asking people to be ready for wildfire. And the way to do that, they say, is to plan and prepare ahead of peak wildfire season. Fire officials say preparation is key in reducing the risk of wildfire damage if one sparks near your home. And they're sharing some steps you can take right now to help protect your home. So take a look at your screen. First off, CAL FIRE says clear any dead vegetation and debris from your yard. Trim those trees and shrubs back to create that defensible space around your home. We talk about it every year at this time of year. Also, clean your gutters and rooftops of leaves and debris. Maintain a well-watered lawn or garden. And also a good idea, CAL FIRE says, is to have an emergency evacuation plan in place for you and your family. And CAL FIRE says these are steps you can take right now to protect your home, which in turn helps to protect your entire community. So for more ideas on how to make sure you are wildfire safe, check out the website at the bottom of your screen. It's readyforwildfire.org. Mike and Deirdre, back to you.
Yep, good reminders. Thank you.
Thanks, Melanie. Right now, UC Davis alum is preparing to head to the International Space Station.
Tracy Dyson is going to spend 6 months on the space station as a flight engineer. She and 2 other crew members are going to blast off to support Expedition 70 on the ISS. Here's a live look right now. That's NASA's coverage as the agency gets ready for the launch. Dyson and the rest of the crew will leave from Kazakhstan in about 10 minutes. That will be Dyson's 3rd space flight. She's going to spend 6 months on the space station, then come back in September. So stick around. We will show you some coverage as she takes off.
Time right now is 6:09. Let's talk weather and traffic. And Tamara, this is one of those mornings again where you can just leave your rain jacket at home.
Yeah, you know, today's going to be a dry day, great day for getting outside if you have any outdoor plans or if you've got a project you've been working on that's outside. Today is the day to kind of put those, tie them up, the strings around it, I should say. As we've got conditions outside right now that are mainly clear and the flags barely budging there in the outfield at Sutter Health Ballpark. It's 48 degrees, so you may want to layer as you step out the door in Sacramento, Stockton, and Modesto. Right now it's 50 degrees for Modesto and 39 in Lake Tahoe. Your Sacramento forecast will include, again, a mostly sunny day with a high of 72. That's a bit above the average, which is 68. And the record on this day is 83. That was broken back in 2004. Your Sierra forecast for your Thursday, we're looking at mid-60s in Quincy, mid-50s in Truckee and Tahoe with sun and clouds mixing in. Public Pines will see a nice spring-like day with temperatures in the low 60s. We'll have sun and clouds in Grass Valley, Auburn, and Placerville with highs pushing into the upper 60s to low 70s. Angels Camp into Murphys, Jackson, Sonora looking at upper 60s to right about 70 degrees. Your Lakeport forecast includes sun and clouds, but a dry day at 63. Napa hit 65, and in Fairfield looking at a high today of 70 degrees. Your Thursday forecast around the San Joaquin Valley will include mainly sunny skies, and after a cool morning, we'll rebound to 73 for Modesto, 74 Manteca, and about 70 today in Lodi. Out and about in the Sacramento Valley, again, jacket weather for the morning, but by the afternoon, you don't need those jackets. 72 today in Yuba City, 72 in Roseville and Rockland. We'll hit 71 in Folsom and 70 this afternoon in Davis. Now, coming up in the next 10 minutes, I am tracking rain and snow for the weekend. I'll break down the timing on it with Futurecast coming up. It is 6:11. If you're heading out on the highways, Brian, what's out there?
We're starting to see speeds increase again out across the causeway, where we did see drivers going down around 20 miles per hour onto the causeway, and that had backed traffic up all the way into West Sacramento, as you can see here through Enterprise Boulevard. But it's starting to recover now after we had an unspecified slowdown. There was no incidents reported in that area, likely just construction related, and it all cleared up right around Childs. Speeds now up to 45 miles per hour, where in the last traffic report that was down below 20 miles per hour. So definitely seen some improvement there. Good news for our commuters. Highway 50 out of Folsom and 80 out of Roseville. Not seeing any delays there as you make your way into town. And 5 and 99 on that northbound side also looking good. You can see that here in your travel times. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Brian. Time right now is 6:12. Some new details on some long-awaited budget bills.
What lawmakers are going to be voting on if they want to keep the government going.
And figuring out a running mate who former President Trump is reportedly considering seriously.